This video is not endorsed by Sony. Please leave your hateful comments in the comment section and do not message me, please, because I am not going to reply, but I might reply because I never fucking keep my promises, so whatever. Moving on. 20 reasons why the PlayStation 4 is the greatest console of all time. Actually, no. 20 reasons why the PlayStation 4 is the greatest console of this generation. Let's get this shit on the roll. Number 20, controller charges on the console. Now, I know I've said this with the Xbox One, how the fucking controller doesn't charge on the console because it's irritating, because you have to go use your little AA batteries, and some people actually prefer doing that. They actually like going out and buying AA batteries to put in their controller, and it costs money, and I get that. Maybe your mommy and daddy buys you your fucking AA batteries, and you don't have to fucking worry about the expenses. Okay, fine. But the fact the PS4 controller charges on the console is a great thing, because it means I don't have to get off my ass to go to the store to get AA batteries, and it means that it's convenience. It's convenience. I mean, enough said. It's fucking convenience. Maybe the battery doesn't last as long on the controller, which leads me to number 19. It's a better controller design all around. I mean, the controller feels better. The bumpers feel better. It just feels better in my hand compared to the Xbox One controller, because the Xbox One controller has the fucking worst top bumpers on any controller that I've ever felt. They want you to actually hit the bumpers like when you put your two fingers together or whatever, and they want you to like hit the bumpers in a specific way, and it's irritating. I don't want to be told how to hit my fucking bumpers, okay? If I'm gonna hit my bumpers, I want to hit my bumpers how the fuck I want to hit my bumpers. Don't tell me how the fuck to hit the bumpers on the controller. I want to do it myself, and at least Sony gives me that option. Number 18, the controller contains a touchpad, speakers, motion control capability. So, I mean, really, it's got speakers on it. It's used for innovation. It draws you into video games a little more. Like you'll walk through to a door or whatever, and maybe a doorbell will ring and it'll play through the controller or whatever, and that's basically how it's used for the speakers. The touchpad is cool because it's like an extra button. Haven't really seen the touchpad use that to such great extent yet in a game, but it's used decently so far. And the motion control capability is alright, I guess. I mean, it's good if you have the PlayStation camera, so obviously. So number 17, external Powerbrick. Why am I shitting on Xbox One for not having the Powerbrick in my first video? Well, or for having a fucking external Powerbrick. Well, because I don't want a fucking external Powerbrick. I don't want a fucking Powerbrick hanging off my fucking in my fucking room, hanging around somewhere. I don't want it in my living room hanging off the fucking thingy, wherever I put my fucking Xbox. I don't want to deal with the fucking external Powerbrick. Okay, it should be built inside the console. And before some retard comes on here and says, well, you know, the fucking Powerbrick's external because it keeps the temperatures down on the console. No. Here's a picture of the temperatures of the consoles, and you'll notice that despite the PS4 Powerbrick being inside the console, gaming temperatures are actually lower in the PlayStation 4. So yeah, fuck the design of the Xbox One there. Number 16, no paywalls ever. So yes, Microsoft has gotten rid of the paywall on their products, but at the same time, PS4 has never had that to begin with. So yeah, no paywalls ever. I still add that to the list because, you know, Sony's been cool about that, and they've never actually hidden like fucking Netflix behind a fucking paywall. Number 15, changeable hard drive. You can fucking change the PlayStation 4 hard drive. You can go out and buy a bigger, better hard drive, put it in the console, no problem. With the Xbox One, you can't do that, and it's irritating. And yeah, if I want a bigger hard drive, I shouldn't have to jump through a bunch of fucking hoops just to fucking get more space. So yeah. Number 14, PSN is cheaper than Xbox Live and other services. Like, yeah, so the PSN is cheaper than Xbox Live, which is a good thing because I don't want to spend more money on something I don't have to spend my money on. So that's why I put it as number 14. Number 13, PSN features in general are superior. You get more free shit, you get more free games, you get lower prices on things, and it's just overall a better service compared to Xbox Live, where they might give you like a free fucking game from like 5 years ago that you don't give a shit about. With PSN, they'll actually provide you with actually pretty decent indie titles that are free, or, you know, games from like a year or two ago they'll put up for free on PSN. It's fucking great. Number 12, PlayStation Now. So PlayStation Now is like going back and playing old PS1 games and old PS2 games and stuff like that. Basically old titles that Sony is going to be bringing over, and that means that there's going to be a shit ton of fucking games on the PS4 from generations ago, which is backwards compatibility. Sadly, yes, you will probably have to pay for your old games, which is fucking shitty, but regardless, the service is still going to be there, and it's going to be cool that you could like go back and play your old fucking PS1 games or whatever. Number 11, better sharing capabilities. So PS4 in general has better sharing capabilities in terms of just sharing content that you create on the PS4 onto the internet. Better service integration with things like YouTube and stuff like that. It's just much better sharing device for content. And that wraps up numbers 20 to 11. And yeah, so those are basically just, I wouldn't put those as my top 10 reasons why they're not even really that important. You know, those reasons wouldn't exactly be the deciding factor in if I was going to buy the PS4 over the competition's hardware. But I think they're still great reasons, and that's why I included them. So, yeah. So let's go with let's start with the best reasons. These are going to be the top reasons why the PS4 is the greatest console of this generation. Number 10. It's got a sleek and great UI. So the UI, the user interface, for those who don't know what UI means, is sleeker, it's faster, it's better than the Xbox One. It's not just copy and pasted from fucking Windows 8, and it's totally different UI. It's great UI. It's sleek, fast, and that's really all that I have to say about it. It's just a fucking great UI. So yeah. Number 9, sexier design, sleeker design of the console. Well, the console is a fucking beautiful piece of artwork. I can't remember the guy who designed it, but I'm pretty sure he's a pretty good artist. And he designed the console very well. It's a very beautiful looking machine. It looks like a very premium machine. It's not just you go buy a fucking console for $500 and you just get this box and you put it in your room. It's actually a nice looking console that's going to be in your room. It's easy to set up, and it looks nice, and that's beneficial to me. I mean, not only is the design sleeker and sexier, it's also better for performance and temperatures, and it's just a better performing console in general. So yeah. Number 8, Project Morpheus. Okay, so I'm gonna be going on about VR technology. Yeah, so Sony is doing some things with VR technology, but it's not really in the late stages. It's still in the early stages. It's nice to know that down the line, you know, we might have something to do with VR technology coming in, or we could just go buy like a VR headset. Maybe it'll be cool. Maybe it'll suck shit, fucking suck shit dick, fucking suck shitty ass dicks. I don't know, but it might be decent. So yeah. Number 7, it's less expensive for what you get. That's right, the console is cheaper. And it's not just cheaper, like you'll look at the console prices, you'll be like, okay, well the PS4 is like $399 and the Xbox One's like $399, but that's not what I mean. I mean, like, the Xbox One now you can get it for $399, the connectless version of it, but with the PS4 you're getting better value, and I'll explain that more in the next reasons after this. But basically it has to do with the fact that you're paying less for better hardware inside the console. So you're actually getting more for your money. So it's actually technically really less expensive for what you're getting. Which moves me like to the next reason. Number 6, better hardware. So that's the thing. The console has faster RAM. It's got faster RAM, and it's going to play games in 1080p much easier and much better than the Xbox One will. It's just a nicer thing because you got more RAM inside your faster RAM inside your console. And the hardware differences, despite what people will say, was like, well, you know, the Xbox One's got some good hardware and the hardware's the exact same and it's not going to make a fucking difference. Well, no, it's going to make a fucking difference. Any fucking developer out there is going to tell you it's going to make a difference, and then all has to come down to the fact that it's going to be easier to optimize games on the Sony hardware than it is going to be for the Xbox One hardware, because the hardware on the PlayStation 4 is superior. So, you know, deal with it. Facts are facts. Okay, I'm going way too fast here. So yeah, so we're gonna jump on to the top 5 reasons here. Number 5, it's a gaming central device, and it doesn't try to be something that it's not. You know, it's not trying to be some major fucking media center. It's not gonna try to like hook up and replace your fucking cable box. It's a fucking gaming device, and that's what it was made for. And Sony's not gonna try to like fucking say like, you know, here's a fucking cable, you can plug it into your cable box now, and it's just, it's not the reason why the console was made. The console was made for video games. So yeah. So number 4, multiplats run and look better on it. Like pretty much every multiplat looks and runs better on the PlayStation 4 because of the better hardware. And that's why I put it as number 4, because every single multiplat that you buy in the future is going to look better on the PS4, and there's a lot of fucking multi-platform games out there. So yeah. Number 3, game devs support it more, plus it's more open to indie developers. Well, the console has sold more, so there's going to be more game developers pushing to put their games on the console, and it's a lot more open to indie devs, so there's going to be a hell of a lot more indie games and a lot of more indie developers trying to push their titles onto the console. So what's this mean for the gamer? Well, it means that as a gamer, you're going to get more games, better games, and superior games of like quality, better quality games, whatever. Number 2, better exclusives. Here I'll throw up a list of some of the exclusives the PS4 has. In general, I would say in my opinion that the PS4 does have better exclusives, though I really do wish it had Forza Horizon 2, because I fucking love racing games. But you know, it's sad that Forza's exclusive to Microsoft, but at the same time, PS4 is gonna have Drive Club coming up here, which might be good, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure PlayStation 4 will eventually have a Gran Turismo game, and so yeah, better exclusives in general on the PlayStation 4. And down to the ultimate fucking number, fucking best reason why the PS4 is the best console is because it's gonna have better games in general. What I mean by this is there's gonna be more games, better games, games that have are much more higher quality on the PlayStation 4 because of the hardware. Difference is you're gonna get more 1080p titles on the PS4, and more games that run 60 FPS. And yeah, I mean that's the number 1 reason right there. Better games on the PlayStation 4. So what can you take away from this? Well, I'm gonna be called a Sony fanboy, Sony shill, Sony I don't know. Sony people who like Sony are considered to be what? I don't know. I'm just speaking like pretty much objective facts here that the PlayStation 4 is the better console. And I mean, you could be butthurt over that all you want. The sales show it, the games show it, the features show it, the fucking hardware shows it. I'm not gonna be I'm not trying to like fucking hate on the Xbox One, because you know I have made videos of the Xbox One improving over the last few months, and it's great that the Xbox One is improving. But I'm not too excited about it because I don't really care. I mean, in general, the PlayStation 4 is the better console. It's got the better games and the better exclusives and all that. So yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Go be a fucking sucking a dick somewhere else, because honestly, if you want to fucking bitch at me in the comments, bitch at me in the comments. Tell me I'm autistic. Tell me I'm a fucking retard. Some of the Xbox, on my other video, 20 reasons why the Xbox One is a piece of shit. There's so many fucking hilarious comments on that fucking video. I like encourage anybody to go fucking read those comments, because it'll brighten your fucking day. I mean, it's hilarious. I really appreciate a lot of those comments, so I think it's hilarious. So yeah, that's pretty much sums it all up. Yeah. So yeah. So my next video will be, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just wanted to get this out of the way, so maybe I'll do something about PC gaming. So yeah, rate, comment, bitch at me, and yeah, have a good fucking day.